This broadcast is partnered by Venice AI. Have you ever thought about what an AI is doing with your chat history? Did you know that Alexa listens in to recommend products and Meta retargets us based on what we click? Most AI platforms like ChatGPT store everything you say and attach it to your identity. They even tend to share it with third parties or other unknown entities. One may ask themselves, why am I handing over my data so easily? That's when today's partners come in. Venice AI. Venice AI prioritizes privacy. It is a private, permissionless AI platform that keeps your data safe. As a creator, I personally use it to brainstorm video ideas, create thumbnails, and also use it to clean up any posts I put on social media. I'm not the best writer, so it's always good to have something to make sure what I write is understood and readable. So if you're ready to level up your experience and keep your privacy intact, you can sign up using my link, venice.ai/Alyx, to get 20% off its pro plan. So don't miss out. Level up your AI experience with Venice AI today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. In 24 hours, WWE will premiere WrestleMania 41 live in Las Vegas, Nevada. We made it. Allegiant Stadium will host night 1 tomorrow, and then night 2 on Sunday. How we feeling right now? Are we excited? Did they do enough to whet your appetite for WrestleMania this weekend? I gotta say, tonight's SmackDown, despite the fact that SmackDown has not been doing it enough for me lately, the 3 hours is just killer. Even tonight, I found myself just kind of dozing off and just, okay, let's get to the main stuff. I will say, tonight's episode had enough in there to whet my appetite.
The way Cody won the crowd back was great. Still think he might lose but come back SummerSlam time and crash out BC era style against Cena and Rock.
Well, if you saw my preview and predictions with A&B combos and Steven Sandridge, you already know how I feel, so I agree with you. I think Cena for sure is taking that belt one way or another tomorrow. So enjoy it while you got it. But before I get to that, I gotta appreciate what they did tonight. The pacing was a lot better for this particular episode. It helped having more talent and more segments to work with. So of course it's gonna feel much more stacked, a lot more fulfilling than the average SmackDown episode that doesn't have all the big names. But still, loved that they brought back the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and loved the person who won it, Carmelo Hayes. Hell yeah! You're not gonna get any complaints from me. I think Carmelo Hayes is a future world champion. If you don't see it, I don't know what's wrong with you. But something's wrong with you. That is a future world champion. Glad he won it. And I love that the last two was him and Andrade. They're going to have one more match in the future because they still got to complete their best of 7. They got one more match left, so we got to get back to that. Very upset that they're not going to be at WrestleMania. That could have been a WrestleMania match, naturally speaking. But alright, can't really do much about it now. Anyways, Carmelo Hayes won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. You're starting to see that the women's division is connecting their storylines now, right? As soon as I saw Naomi appear out there with Bianca, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky, I said, yep, this is going exactly how I thought it would go. There's a reason why these stories are bleeding into each other now. That was on purpose. Expect some outcomes to continue that trajectory. I seriously doubt that Bianca won't be involved in that Naomi Jade Cargill match. I am 100% certain she will be. I'm excited about that. Just like I think Naomi might be involved in the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Women's World Championship. They're not heavyweights. Sorry. Women's World Championship match on night 2. I have a feeling they're going to be helping each other in more ways than one. We also had Seth Rollins cutting his very personal but very effective pipe bomb in the beginning of the show. That I thought was a good promo. Very good promo. Great way to highlight how we got here. But everyone's talking about the closing segment. Everyone's talking about the final confrontation between John Cena and Cody Rhodes one more time. And just like what happened on Raw, what was that, 2 weeks ago? Some weeks ago. John Cena turned the crowd on Cody again. And they booed Cody loudly. Audibly. You could tell the crowd was not feeling Cody. They wanted him to shut the hell up. That boy got Dominic Mysterio heat. But to Cody's credit, unlike Charlotte Flair, and I hope Charlotte is taking notes, Cody not only took it on the chest, took it on the chin, he won them back over. Once again. Because he started cooking John Cena. He told John Cena, you think I'm underwhelming? Well, you're overrated. You're paler than Sting at Starrcade 97. He roasted John Cena the way Ricky Saints roasted MJF that one time on Dynamite. What are those? No, seriously, he completely destroyed Cena. And again, it just goes to show you that there are levels to this. Cody has earned his spot. Now, I am someone that has felt like Cody might not be the type of wrestler to be a long-term champ. He's a chaser, but not someone that I can see creating interest as a champion. That's just how I feel about it. But, man, has he been proving me wrong. I cannot believe that he was able to win the crowd back over again. It's one thing to do it one time, right? It's one thing for the crowd to turn on Cody and him do it on Raw, but then to do it again? I was scared for him. I was completely terrified for him when the crowd started booing him. Because those are some nasty boos. Those are worse than the boos he got on Raw. Even John Cena was like, bro, this is who you're fighting for, my dude. But he won them back over. And then the segment ended the exact same way it ended on Raw, with Cody getting the one up on John Cena. There was a side of me that was like, is The Rock going to come out? I can't be the only one that thought it. I thought to myself, this would be a great time for The Rock to just pop his head back in. And just be like, hey, remember me? Yeah, I'll see you at WrestleMania. He's going to show up at WrestleMania, by the way. He's scheduled to be there. And yes, he will play a role in the main event. I promise you that. I'm proud of Cody. Cody handled that main event like a pro. Speaking of pros, Rey Mysterio. So they had a 6-man tag, LWO versus American Made. And Rey got hurt. Badly. He had to be carried out of the match. See, this is why I don't like wrestlers performing the night before WrestleMania. For this very reason. They're still advertising the match. They haven't changed anything, but he might be done. I think Rey might be out. They're going to have to either find... I was going to say Chad Gable. Excuse me. It's not Chad Gable. It was El Grande Americano. Another opponent. Rey Fenix. Easy replacement. Sweet. Honestly, that sounds like a better match. I'm not gonna lie, I love Rey Mysterio, but Rey Fenix versus El Grande Americano sounds amazing. That sounds better, honestly. Rey could just come out, say, look, I'm injured, but I have the right person to replace me. Boom, goes out there, does the exact same match, probably even having a better match. And yeah. Or they can replace the Rey Mysterio El Grande Americano match with that 3-way TLC Tag Team Championship match that they just unceremoniously said next week Friday. What? What? It's a TLC 3-way tag team title match. Why is that not at WrestleMania? Like, think about this. When we were booking this, fancy booking this months ago, this match was, I guarantee you, this match was on all of our minds. I said there's going to be some type of a multi-tag team ladder match for the tag team titles on the SmackDown side. We all thought it. We all fancy booked it. And then they said, yeah, it's happening, but not at WrestleMania. Nah, look here. I love Ray and I love El Grande Americano. But if Ray's out, throw in that TLC match. I'm serious. Throw in the TLC match. I promise you fans will not be upset. Who am I kidding? They're going to replace Ray with Ray Phoenix. If it ends up happening, he might still perform. I don't recommend it. If Ray's hurt, don't let him perform. Just replace him. Or replace the match with the TLC match. Because that would go absolutely bonkers at WrestleMania. That would go crazy. Speaking of WrestleMania, Randy Orton. Randy Orton came out and said, don't know who I'm fighting, so open challenge at WrestleMania. I was thinking that's what they were going to do. Because I saw a lot of people saying, oh, it's going to be him versus Nick Aldis. I said, yeah, but we can do better. And then some of y'all were getting real crazy and said, him versus Solo Sikoa. No! Are you out of your mind? Hell's wrong with you? I'll even take Uncle Howdy, for Christ's sake. Probably not, but as soon as he said open challenge, Rusev. It's Rusev. It's Rusev. All I need is Aiden English, who currently is in TNA on commentary. I need Aiden English to come out and go, Rusev Day! Rusev Buchaga! Rusev Machka! And then he rocks out. Lana right beside him looking fine! It's going to be a big surprise. And no, he doesn't have to win. He can take a loss. It would be so awesome. It would be a nice reaction, a nice pop. He can take the loss. He'll be okay. I saw some people saying Sami Zayn. It wouldn't make sense for it to be Sami because Kevin took out Sami, remember? He took him out, so why would Sami come to his rescue? So it's not going to be Sami. Look, I wanted Aleister Black. But they already announced that he'll be debuting this upcoming Friday Night SmackDown. So next week he's debuting. See, that's one of those things I would have just kept a secret because it would have added a little bit more intrigue to the match at WrestleMania. Because, personally, I would have chosen Aleister Black versus Randy Orton. But I get the argument that you don't want to have Aleister Black lose his first match back because Aleister Black is a main event player. Fair enough. I'll give you that. But man, Randy Orton and Aleister Black at WrestleMania, that is a WrestleMania match. That's a WrestleMania match. Fight me on it. So, I'm thinking, yeah, Rusev. I would love Uncle Howdy. Would love Uncle Howdy. Rusev. It's going to be Rusev. Maybe Nick Aldis might wrestle. I don't know. It better not be Solo. I will be pissed if it's Solo Sikoa. It better not be no goddamn Solo. Rusev or I'm angry. Rusev, I'll be okay with Nick Aldis. I would love it to be Aleister Black. And I'll be fine with it being Uncle Howdy. But I think it's Rusev. And by the way, who predicted Rusev? Who predicted Rusev? This guy. Go back and watch the preview and predictions. I called it. Just saying. But what else happened? I know Zelina Vega pinned Chelsea Green, so I guess she's getting a Women's United States Championship match. Not at WrestleMania, by the way. Okay, that was an odd call. I think that's it. Like, the only other thing that was super weird, I kind of want to save for the review, but I'll touch on it really quickly. What the hell was that Charlotte Flair promo? Now, I understand what they're trying to do with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair now. since that segment happened, they can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. They went off script. It's now very personal. And Charlotte's personal life is now part of the storyline. And so they now have to work with that, right? But for Charlotte to go on screen and say, what did she say exactly? Because I don't want to misquote her. She said, I didn't love it. We've moved past it. We've moved past it. You're involved in a feud, so that's clearly a lie. We've moved past it, but now people are more invested. So that's what matters. That's such a weird response. Because they want us to still believe these are two on-screen characters, but they're breaking kayfabe. They're breaking kayfabe. You even had Tiffany Stratton talk about how she felt insecure about how Charlotte has been cooking her over these last few weeks, over the last month, especially in that backstage segment, and she got personal because she wanted to get back at her. And it's like, see that? I can buy that working for Tiffany's character, on-screen character. You can get a little bit of both worlds if you write it right. And this was an instance of them making it work for Tiffany. It did not work for Charlotte. It was such a weird promo by Charlotte. I didn't like it, but we moved past it. No, you didn't, bitch. You tried to attack her over it last week, so that's a lie. You see what I mean? It was just weird. But I'll delve a lot more into it, because she said a lot more in that promo. Anyways, I don't want to keep you guys here too long. I want to go ahead and get this review out the way, because your boy needs to be somewhere for the night. Let me just say this. I'm not going to be able to go anywhere for the rest of the weekend. So let me go ahead and say what I need to say for this review. Head out. Let me enjoy myself, because Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I'm going to be hibernating in this room. So how's about we get right to it? If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, your edit. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate. After the fact, you can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, give me a follow on Cameo, give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord, follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer. And give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just as say I. Get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alex guy? Then join the club. Get you an I'm a Just Alex guy t-shirt. Hot the press. Also, get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt, and many, many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned, join the cause, expand the brand today, right here in Alex's World. Thank you all so much for joining me for this lovely live stream. Please show your love to the Mod Squad, Ultra, Shiny Nights and Fridays are Heart, Elias, a Demon, New Japan Pro Wrestling Go, Khalil does everything. Highway, Dylan Danger, Teflon Don, the Mod Father, Zeno, Enigma, and Big MGM. They all help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So boost the algorithm by hitting that like button. I see all those super chats just waiting in the wings. Let's play them.
It's pretty obvious Cena is going over. And it's going to be because Rock screws Cody, setting us up for Rock v Cody at SS and Cena v Punk at SS.
Sounds good to me. And then I'm pretty sure that's going to lead, hopefully, to the match that I want to see, and I've been begging to see at WrestleMania next year. And I think we'll get it. And I think we're also going to get Roman versus Seth. Ooh, SummerSlam's going to be hot this year. I just thought about that. Like, think about the matches he announced, and then Roman versus Seth. Ooh.
The fans are cheering for Cena since it's his last Mania and title. But afterward they gonna boo him again and relish the moment Cody comes back.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of the fans appreciating the talent and the promo that Cena brought to the table, and I think they just couldn't help themselves. But at the same time, yeah, Cody did his thing to win them back over. You'll have to see it. Come on, oh my God, you know that I'll be back. Here I go.
Sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to say I'm so excited I just landed in Vegas for Mania. Thank you for everything, sir. I'm here because of you.
Oh, 98% of the time, stop it. I thank you for taking the time to, watch me and make me a part of your day. And also, your donations are very much appreciated. Please enjoy yourself. Let us know how it is, because you're going to be here tomorrow night, and you'll be here on Sunday, Monday too, to update us.
Jey Uso theory of joining The Rock? Jey came out with Travis Scott on the Netflix debut. The following night in NXT, The Rock said he's 20 steps ahead. Jey Uso was number 20 in the Rumble. Eyes.
Might be thinking a little too much about that one. Nah, Jey Uso's way too over the turn heel. But definitely something to think about. Who knows with The Rock booking. Alright, shout outs. Who we got here? I gotta give it up to the man himself. You know him as the Kiss Stealing, Willin, Dylan, son of a gun, and the current Super Chat champion of the world. 3 Diglets is in the building. Good to have you here, 3 Diglets. Speaking of champion, we got the international champion himself. The champ is here. Ronwell Nogales. Ronwell Nogales is also here. Now, just to update you all, both Ronwell and 3 Diglets will be defending their belts this weekend. Ronwell will defend his belt on night 1 tomorrow. Good luck, my friend. You're gonna need it. But then the big dogs come out to play on Sunday. Now, when you come for 3 Diglets, please know that this ain't no patty cake party. You swimming with sharks on Sunday. So you best not get in that water if you can't swim. Know what I mean? I'm excited about the Super Chat Championship matches. Who else we got? We just saw her donate. Izzy, good to have you here. Thank you for donating, Izzy. I appreciate that. Joseph Winters, Game Shock. Jonathan Cantres, once again, a donator here. Appreciate it. And YouTube member, by the way. I think I also see Trey Lusado. Anthony White. Sean Swaby. Baby! Shadowstar. Joe Arredondo. JJ, who let the dogs out? Who? JJ Bulldog. Angela Lockwood. Ooh, is this a new one? Eddie? Because it's spelled with an A, but I'm pretty sure it's Eddie. Like Ed, and Eddie, right? So, Eddie Carver. Please tell me I said your name right. Or is it Addie? Is it Addie or Eddie? I want to say it like Ed, and Eddie. It's probably Addie. And Addie or Eddie said, Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you. Good to have you here. A couple more. Dawsey Chatham, YouTube member Dawsey Chatham. Always appreciate Dawsey Chatham for showing up. He's always here. He hasn't missed a single stream. Like, he watches all my stuff. Catherine Tega. Good to have you here, Miss Catherine. Joker from Persona 5. Can't go wrong with that name. Persona is awesome. One of my favorite games. Jason Lewis. Good to have you here, Mr. Lewis. Thank you for showing up. And who's going to get the last one? Last one's gonna go to... I'm just literally going through here. I'm going to pick someone random. Well, we got Super Chat. Come on, oh my God, you know that I'll be back. Here I go.
I think Cody, Cena too is at SS and Roman will help Cody by taking out Rock.
And Cody wins the belt back from Cena at SummerSlam. Wow. All right. I'm not against that. The last one's going to go to the Layer Productions. The Layer Productions. All right, there you go. The Layer Productions. Thank you all so much for being here. If I don't say your name, please don't be offended. It's not because I hate you. I do want to go ahead and get to this review and then save all my energy for the weekend, because it's going to be a long one. WrestleMania Night 1, WrestleMania Night 2, and then, of course, Monday is the Raw after WrestleMania. Y'all ready for it? Let's get to it. All right. So go ahead and give me your scores. Give me your thoughts about SmackDown. Getting right into it, Las Vegas. Interesting crowd. So we know that WrestleMania crowds are not your normal crowds, because it doesn't just encompass the usual people in that city. It encompasses people across the entire world. And that could lead to an interesting mixture of reactions. And we saw that in the John Cena and Cody Rhodes segment. Now, Cody was able to win them over. Let's see if we can do it again, because it might happen again on Sunday. I have a feeling it's going to happen again on Sunday. I think the crowd is going to be very pro Cena, especially if the match ends up going the way that I think it's going to go, involving The Rock. So we're definitely going to be seeing how that one works out for him. But great crowd. You know, it's always good to have those rowdy crowds where you don't know where they're going to go. You think they're going to go one direction, and then all of a sudden you wake up and it's like, oh, okay, they hate Cody now, which is what we predicted. I mean, we all called the fans turning on Cody. I said they were going to turn on him at Survivor Series. And then when it didn't happen, I was like, okay, never mind. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this might be one of those things where the crowd is actually going to like him. You know what I mean? But anyways, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins opened the show Indian style, because he wanted to cut himself a pipe bomb. Now, it's no secret that WWE has been taking a lot of shots at AEW lately. And it's getting to the point where it's almost too obvious. They're not even trying to hide their shots. But in this promo, I like the fact that Seth talked about how we as fans have been begging for CM Punk to come back for 10 years, right? But then he said he did come back. He just didn't come back here. He came back in another company. And why did he do it? He did it for the money. And then that fell through because he destroys everything that he touches. And then he came back here for the money. And what makes this work is the fact that there's a side of him that believes that. You could tell, like, deep down, Seth believes every word he's saying. He believes that I don't think he's actually back for the people. I think he's actually back for the money. And that might actually be true. I mean, Punk said it. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. But then he talked about Roman Reigns. Business as usual for Roman Reigns. And then he talked about how they were together as the Shield and the whole history of when the Shield came through, everyone said that Roman was going to be the guy. And this is 100% true. I lived through it all. I've been here since 2010, so I was able to watch the entire run of the Shield. Trust me when I say this. This is absolutely accurate. This is absolutely accurate. Nobody thought Seth was going to be anything. We all said that the WWE project was Roman Reigns, but the one that the fans were going to get behind was Dean Ambrose. That's the one the fans wanted. We all wanted Dean Ambrose. And then WWE wanted Roman Reigns, and then nobody cared about Seth. We all thought Seth was going to fade into obscurity in the mid-cards. And then what ended up happening was that Seth not only exceeded all our expectations, he became one of the most prominent wrestlers to ever enter WWE. He didn't fade into obscurity at all. He surpassed even a lot of our favorite legends, which speaks a lot about him. And so that promo that he cut was great. He cut a really good promo. He talks about how tomorrow they're going to make history. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. Guys, I know I keep bringing it up, and I know you guys are going to say Alyx is not going to happen. But I think the rabbit hole might be coming true. Because they're teasing it really hard now. I'm just saying, no one expects Paul Heyman to join up with Seth Rollins. I'm going to just leave it there. Just imagine. Everyone's looking over here for Paul to help out CM Punk. What if Paul turns heel and then helps Seth Rollins win? I'm just saying, like, imagine the shock on everyone's face if that happens. It's going to be an insane night. I think it's going to happen the more I think about it, but rabbit hole. That's just rabbit hole stuff. Okay, let's move on. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. In memory of Andre the Giant, who is the king of Battle Royals. This one was won. This one was won by Carmelo Hayes, which I'm very happy to say was the right call. Now, the Final Four was interesting. Nakamura, Rey Fenix, who was eliminated by El Grande Americano.
When you will do recap of NXT Stand and Deliver.
Oh, Sam people, what's up? So, I'll update you guys about NXT after the review, because I do want to be honest about that one. But you're going to get a review of NXT. Don't worry. Don't worry. What was I? So, Nakamura, Rey Fenix, who was eliminated by El Grande Americano. And then it was Andrade. And, of course, everyone's favorite, Carmelo Hayes. Right? Everyone likes Carmelo, right? We do? Okay, cool. Yeah, it was smart to have it in with Carmelo and Andrade because we need to get back to that. Those two need to have their 7th match. Pronto. Carmelo won this one. Fair, by the way. No interference from the Miz or anything. So, he is your Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner. Hopefully that leads to something. Please lead to something. Because he needs a push. Like a big one. And that's just what I believe. I hope he wins. I hope he wins that. Okay. Let's talk about this Charlotte Flair promo. Because this was super weird. I'm sorry. I'm not going to hold anything back. So, we see Wade Barrett sitting down with Charlotte. This is a pre-taped interview, by the way. And she says she has a chip on her shoulder. And she thinks Tiffany does too. Okay. She doesn't love the way she's conducted herself. She's talking about Tiffany. She doesn't love the way Tiffany has conducted herself. But she thinks it's gotten people invested. And what matters the most to her is people tuning in to see her at WrestleMania. What the hell is this? Again, like, I get you wanna add some realism to this story now because you have no choice. And so you're feeding in to this idea that this is real, right? It's not a work, it's a shoot. And while I appreciate the shoot aspect of it, I still want to be immersed into characters, right? I don't like that they're going about this the way that they are with Charlotte. Charlotte is just like, I don't care, I just want to be seen at WrestleMania. It's not compelling. I wish Charlotte would have dug deeper into her psychotic edge that she usually brings out and said, I'm going to kick her ass. This bitch brought up something very personal in my life. And she's going to pay for it. Like, that would have at least brought some interest. But her going, we've moved past it. It's not a big deal. Stop bringing it up. We're just going to have a good match and people now care. It's such a weird promo. I'm sorry, it's weird. What wasn't weird was the women's segment following this. So, Rhea Ripley comes out, says it would be her 6th WrestleMania, and she plans on winning that Women's World title. Io Sky comes out, and she's about to talk, but she's interrupted by Bianca before she can say a word. And Io's like, y'all gonna stop disrespecting me. Did y'all not learn your lesson? What my belt? Io just needs to get her belt out. You know what? Y'all gonna stop disrespecting me, you know what I mean? They're just disrespecting Io. Bianca goes out there, and because she interrupted Io, the crowd started booing her. Rightfully so. Like, they do this on purpose to make the crowd boo Bianca. They're deliberately getting the crowd to boo her. And Bianca fed into it. She didn't ignore it. She fed into it. She's like, okay, you want to boo me? Well, understand this. I'm undefeated at WrestleMania, bitch. I'm coming for that title. And this will be my last night. This will be my last night on SmackDown, because I'm going to go be a Women's World Champ on Raw. Then Naomi came out. Naomi's like, hey, remember me, bitch? Did you forget about me? And she said, look here, what we're not gonna do is push me to the side like I don't matter. And then she said, I did this for you. Why haven't you been answering my text messages? And then, look here, Bianca was great in this segment, but Naomi, oh, I love her. She said, I know you got my message because I looked at the text messages and it said delivered. I don't know why that took me out, but that was such a good line. Anyways, they start bickering. Jade comes out. Naomi gets the fuck out of there because she ain't trying to deal with Jade. And then you see Rhea get in Jade's face and say, look, Jade, this ain't your ring no more. It's my ring. And then you get the whole brawl with Naomi pushing Jade into Rhea. And then they start brawling. And Io is just standing there like, why is no one paying attention to me? Okay, enough of this shit. Then she hits a moonsault from the top rope on the outside and said, y'all gonna start respecting me. Dagnabbit. Io ain't having it. Io's just like, I'm sick of these bitches. I'm sick of these heifers overlooking me because I'm short. You love to see it. But yeah, this was great. I loved every piece of this. And I think when we get to the triple threat between Rhea, Io, and Bianca, that might actually be the match that steals the weekend. I'm expecting great things from that. Real talk. They had the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits, which ended in a DQ or no contest because guess who interfered? Like, for real, guess who? It was Gargano and Ciampa. Yeah. And so what ended up happening is they took the belts, they go backstage, and then Nick Aldis is like, all right, we're going to sell this once and for all. It'll be you three in a TLC ladder match for the tag team titles next week on SmackDown, not at WrestleMania. Fuck y'all! I was like, what the fuck? Why would you book that match and not do it at WrestleMania? And I love that Las Vegas booed it because they're like, oh shit, we're getting this at WrestleMania? No, bitch. You don't deserve it. It's happening on SmackDown next week. I would have been pissed. I would have been like, you fucking lying? I know you lying. You gonna put that match at WrestleMania. It's a WrestleMania match. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? But yeah, they were pissed that they did not book it at WrestleMania. I would have been too. Randy Orton comes out, basically says, open challenge, WrestleMania. Anybody who wants a piece of me, come get this wreck. Come get this work. Come get this RKO out of nowhere. We stopped saying that. I miss them going RKO out of nowhere. That was such a cool trend. That was one of those trends that actually worked. And I wish they would go back to that. They had a promo package for Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. Damian Priest cut a promo saying, I'm gonna bury you. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you, essentially. And I'm gonna bury your body in the backyard. Figuratively and literally. Let me see what happened after this. Was it the video package for Aleister Black? This is when we got the Aleister Black promo hype package, essentially saying he's debuting next week. Again, like, he still could debut at WrestleMania, but I think that pretty much solves the mystery that he's not going to be at WrestleMania. Zelina Vega beat Chelsea Green with a top rope code red, which was actually pretty good, and pinned her 1, 2, 3 clean. The fuck? All right. I'm assuming they're not gonna have a match at WrestleMania, right? No, because who cares? Ugh. I think after this, they had a Solo versus LA Knight, right? Yeah, because they had a promo with LA Knight, and then he said he's gonna whip Jacob Fatu's ass. During the match, Jacob comes out, trips up LA Knight, and then Braun Strowman comes out. Guess what happens? We're gonna have ourselves a tag team match, player. Holla, 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 holla. Holla, 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 holla. And yeah, that's literally what we got. We got a tag team match. And guess who won that match? The baby faces. Braun Strowman and LA Knight. Yeah. Because why wouldn't they? And I think after that is when they had the Tiffany Stratton promo. And again, I thought Tiffany's promo worked a lot better than Charlotte's did. Tiffany literally said, look, I have been disrespected by Charlotte over the last month, and I took matters into my own hands, and I got personal. I want her to know that no one's going to take her shit, and she's going to respect me at WrestleMania. See, this worked for Tiffany. And 3 Dicklets, I know you're here, and I know you be telling me that Tiffany can talk. This is one of those instances where, yeah, it worked. I bought it. Because of the story and what was written for her. I wish Charlotte would do better. American Made. Brutus Creed, Chad Gable, Julius Creed. All you people saying that he's El Grande Americano. Please. El Grande wishes he was Chad Gable. Took on Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, and Rey Fenix. It sucked that Rey got hurt. It was clear he was hurt because he got taken out of the match. And then it was just, unfortunately, it was Dragon Lee and Rey Fenix. And then I believe it was Rey Fenix who won with the Meteora by pinning Julius Creed. Yeah, let's hope Rey is okay. We'd hate for him to miss WrestleMania, but it's looking like he's not gonna make it. I think he might be done. But we'll see. Maybe they'll do something. Maybe. I don't know. Again, like I said, if he's hurt, just replace him with Rey Fenix. Be done with it. If you have to, just take the match out, do the TLC match.
IDK if they reveal Bianca heel till she wins title.
I don't care if they reveal Bianca heel. Okay. We'll have to see about that. And then the final segment, of course, was the... Oops, sorry about that. Not yet. This is where we are. And then the final segment is the final confrontation between Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Cody comes out. John interrupts him and says, "Man, shut the fuck up. I'm talking." Told him, "You shut your mouth, kid." Called him a kid. How old is Cena? I know Cena's like 47, 48. Cody's like, what, 38? He's like 10 years. Okay. I guess you can call him kid. 10 years. Sure. Well, I'm like, they're not that much. He's not that much older than him, but okay, fine. Shut your mouth, kid. Big brothered him. How about that? John Cena tells him to shut his mouth, rattles him. At this point, you can get lost in the noise and the lights, and the only voice Cody should hear is his. He says, Sunday is the last night he will compete at WrestleMania, and no one has had the courage to end their career the way that he has. He said, there will be no return. Once I retire, that's it. I'm gone. And the reason why other legends can't do it, Ric Flair, is because they're losers. They're scared, insecure losers. They're left alone with their pathetic lives, and they keep coming back. But he has joy and love in his life, and he doesn't need it. The only reason he's here is to take the title away from Cody and from the fans forever. Forever. Who caught that reference? Y'all know that reference. If you've seen Botchamania, you'll know where that comes from. He reiterates that on Sunday the title will become too heavy for Cody Rhodes to hold, and he will lose because he cares about the fans. But the people who do the right thing don't write the history. The people who write history are the winners. And when Cody chose to do the right thing, John Cena knew. John Cena knew right then and there that he doesn't stand a chance on Sunday. He doesn't stand a chance because he thought Cody would do whatever it took to win. And John Cena said, oh, it went from him thinking that it was going to be impossible to beat Cody to him thinking, you don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance. The second you stop caring about them, you can do whatever you want. But on Sunday, you're going to realize that you're going to be at the mercy of the last real champion in WWE. This is when things got weird. Because Cody starts getting booed. Yeah. He starts getting booed by the crowd. And it wasn't just like a couple of people booing him. No, the crowd turned on Cody. And Cena pointed it out. Cena's like, that's what you're fighting for. Don't look at me. I'm not bailing you out. That's what you're fighting for. He got booed hard. And some of you are going to be like, nah, it's just Bizarro World. No. Like, the crowd was like, we don't like you. It was weird. But, he goes on talking. He says it's a different WWE, and he used to worship Cena. And he calls him underwhelming. Well, guess what, Cena? You're overrated. You're overbearing. You're out of touch. You're out of time. He says his face is melting wax. His neck is stacked of dimes. He's paler than Sting at Starrcade 97. And he has his sanctimonious comments calling Cody an errand boy when he sattered around the Oscars stage butt-ass naked for people to run his errands for. That crowd went from booing Cody to popping their asses off for him. How did he do it again? He did it again with a different audience. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect it, man. The crowd was like, fuck this guy. Boo him. And then just won him back over. That was crazy. I've never seen that before. And then he ended the promo by saying, it is 2025, and John Cena still can't wrestle. You can't wrestle. You can't, And then John Cena said, bitch, I don't need to know how to wrestle to beat you. Clunk! Goes for the F-U. I'm not calling it the attitude adjustment. It's an F-U. Say F-U. Thank you. Cody reverses it. Crossroads. Walks away. Points to the WrestleMania sign with the championship held high. And I go, well, that's the last time you're going to see him as champion. It's a wrap. This Sunday, whether you like it or not, whether you like it or you don't, you will learn to love it. Because it's the best thing going today. Woo! John Cena, ladies and gentlemen, will be the world champion by Sunday. Come hell or high water. It's happening. And yes, The Rock will be there. And yes, The Rock will help him. It was a good episode. It was good because it was stacked. You had the right people in the right segments. The flow was great. The only thing I'm worried about is Rey Mysterio. So we'll definitely see how things work out. Maybe Rey will be back Saturday, because it's tomorrow. Maybe he'll be back and he'll be able to do something, but oh boy, we'll have to see. We will definitely have to see, right? All right, so there you go. Let's go ahead and get to the live chat. Give me your thoughts, y'all. Give me your scores. Give me your grades. Where's your heads at? How we feeling about WrestleMania? How we feel about tonight's episode? Let's see here. Game Shock said Tanahashi's last match is January 4, 2026. We need Cena versus Tanahashi. I would love for John Cena to face Tanahashi before he calls it a day. That would be great. That would be great. Did I see the Steiner Mav segment with Braun Breaker on the WrestleMania preview press conference. I did see the clip. That was great. That was so good. Why did that one make more sense than the one Scott Steiner cut? I was like, that actually mathematically makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Trey Lucado gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Gerard Dundle gave it an 8 out of 10. Ronwell Nogales, the current international champion, gave it a 7.5 out of 10. So it was good. All right. Because it was good. It's a fair grade. B. How many people stood tall at the Go Home show? Okay, well, let me see. Io Sky stood tall. Doubt she's winning on Sunday. Cody Rhodes stood tall. Doubt he's winning on Sunday. Zelina Vega's not wrestling. We're not gonna have a tag team title match. That's a SmackDown match next week. Randy Orton, we'll find out who he fights. Seth Rollins, we'll find out how that goes. He's been staying tall as of lately, so we'll see where that goes. We'll see. It's a good question. But those are the people that I remember. Oh, and LA Knight stood tall, so he's probably losing the belt. We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, take this second to say hello to A&B Combos Wrestling Edition. He said the last episode wasn't the best, wasn't the worst, but we are concerned for Ray and hope he's not seriously hurt. One issue we have with talent on a PLE wrestling the night before. Yeah. Let me see if I can get an update on that. I want to see if Sean Ross Sapp had anything to say. You know, I go to Sean Ross Sapp for the tea.
Return of the night. It is return of the night. Come on, return of the night. Oh my God, you know that I'll be back. Here I go.
Alyx, can I ask you to make the World Super Chat title vacant until someone, or I, win it at Mania? I did not like the way I won that title.
Okay. Done. It's vacant. Because we're going to have a new champion on Sunday. So, I will vacate it. Three Diglets is now no longer the champion. And we will crown either a new champion or he'll just win it back on Sunday. Done. That was easy. That wasn't so hard for me. Yeah, the way you won it was kind of anticlimactic, Three Diglets, because I was like, I thought Corp CA was building to the big rematch between the two, where he was gonna force you to beat him for the title again, and it was gonna be this big blow off, and then he just said, nah, I just give up, it's yours now. All right, there you go. Now I'm pretty sure that's gonna piss off Corp CA. It's gonna piss off Corp CA. By the way, is he here? Hold up. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Corp CA. Where the hell is Corp CA? Anything? No? Okay, well, he'll probably show up on Saturday, or maybe even Saturday. I don't know. Someone said Corp CA don't want it. It was weird. Super odd. We'll figure it out. But yes, Three Diglets, it's vacated. So vacant is now the new champ. Well, would you look at that?
Very disappointed Rock hasn't been involved at all.
Yeah. You just saw him at Chamber, and then that one SmackDown, he was like, Cody, I want your soul. Your soul is mine. And then he'll just appear on Sunday and be like, I've been here the whole time. Not really. Right, so, Stand and Deliver. Let me talk about that before I get out of here. Ronwell Nogales says, FYI, Alyx, if I become the new Super Chat champ, I want to vacate the International Championship. Oh, you'll be going for the world title on Sunday? Bet. You got it, Chief. You got it. All right, so before I get out of here, let me talk about NXT Stand Deliver. So, because this weird schedule is just too hard to follow, they were supposed to be doing the Hall of Fame. They pushed it to midnight. I'm not going to be here. So what I'm going to do, this is the plan. What I'm going to do is talk about NXT Stand Deliver and the Hall of Fame in an upload video. So sometime in the afternoon, I'm going to come up here, do a quick review of NXT Stand Deliver, and then just give you guys my thoughts on the Hall of Fame. It's just going to have to be an upload because I can't fit it in. Both nights of WrestleMania are gonna be huge. Like, both of them are 9 hours because they have like a 4-hour show, 3-hour it's a 3-hour pre-show, a 4-hour main card, and then a 2-hour post-show. And that's happening Saturday and then Sunday. So y'all have fun with that. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely be talking about that on a different episode. Probably uploading it in a uploaded review. So look for that in the afternoon if you want that. But yeah, that's what my update is, and thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. Buckle up, WrestleMania weekend's gonna be nuts. So let me get out of here, let you guys get some rest because I'm gonna need it myself. This is Alyx, just Alyx, signing out right here in Alyx's World. Do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash, and Venmo. Catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you for WrestleMania weekend.
Oh, when you're